This border situation is really bad, and the Supreme Court has literally just set us up for a showdown between state and federal forces, both guys with guns. The ruling gives the Biden administration free rein to cut barbed wire, which the head of the border union even said would open our borders and be pretty bad. I mean, let's just put this in perspective, folks. This is Texas right now. This is how they feel. Imagine this for a second. There's migrants breaking into your house, harming your family, giving your kids drugs, coming into your kitchen, eating the food out of your fridge. Now, the homeowners association is coming around just unlocking your door willy-nilly after you kept locking it. And the Supreme Court told you that it's totally legal for them to do that for the next 6 months while they litigate the merits of this case. So you have to let them keep unlocking your door. They said nothing about these people illegally entering your house, though. They just ruled on your front door. I mean, what do? That's literally what's happening in Texas right now. It's that simple. So you, the homeowner being Texas, what are your options? And I'll pose this question to you, Amy Coney Barrett. She was the tie-breaking vote on that Supreme Court order. Imagine if a court told you, Amy, that the homeowners association can keep unlocking your door while they wait to hear your case maybe 6 months from now. What do? Do you defend your house? Your kids are getting killed by fentanyl. People are illegally entering your house, destroying your living room. Not all of them are bad, but they're taking over your office, your den, they're sleeping on the floor. What do, Amy? Seriously. The Homeowners Association, in light of your court ruling, now has control over the ability to lock your front door. Now, what is the breaking point for you to defy that court order, Amy Coney Barrett? Do you tell your husband to go get his gun, to call his friends, to stop the Homeowners Association from coming onto your property and unlocking your front door? Do you tell your husband to start kicking these people out of your house? Do you call the cops? Oh, wait, they can't respond because they're so busy dealing with it at every other house because of the Homeowners Association, because of your order. They also have nowhere to put all these people. You on the Supreme Court, that's what you just did. You set this in motion. I mean, I know what I would do. If the safety of my family was on the line, I'd tell the Supreme Court to pound sand, kind of like Governor Abbott is doing. I would defend my family and my home because that's my right. It's not only in the Constitution, it's backed up by a dozen other court decisions, laws to self-defense, and a ton of property rights litigation. That's how Texas feels. And what I don't get is why the Supreme Court isn't forcing the Biden administration to actually enforce the law. Where's that ruling? Oh, Carl, that matter's not in front of the court. Yes, it is. That is the root of this problem. Not enforcing the law is breaking the law. I get pulled over for a speeding ticket, and the cop sees, I don't know, maybe my car registration is expired. I have to go to court to contest the speeding ticket that I got pulled over for. Guess what the court's going to say? Carl, your registration has expired too. Can I tell the court that, oh, that's not why I was pulled over, therefore that issue's not in front of the court? No, I can't do that. The court's going to find me for both things in the same hearing. The same thing should apply here. You can't address the concern of cutting barbed wire in a vacuum. That's what they want to do as the Supreme Court, but the border's not a courtroom. It's a real place where real bad things are actually happening. Now, the law says, Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution says, the United States shall guarantee at every state in this union a Republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion. Over 50 counties in Texas have declared this an invasion. You, Amy Coney Barrett, just ruled that doesn't matter. We defend Ukraine's border 5,000 miles away with $130 billion, Israel's border with 3 carrier battle groups and who knows how many troops, Iraq and Afghanistan borders with thousands of American lives, trillions of dollars, millions to build border walls in Oman and Jordan on the other side of the world. And for us, they send a couple agents down there with bolt cutters to keep it open. Are you mad yet? I sure am. And considering the federal government just shut down the entire country after COVID, that killed only 50,000 people over 4 years when you adjust for comorbidities, by the way, they also shut down the border for that. But fentanyl being brought across the southern border, and it's killing more than 70,000 people a year. They want to cut the barbed wire and let it in now. I mean, it's amazing the Biden approval rating is even in the 30s. Oh, you want to put the barbed wire around your Capitol for your protection, by the way? No problem. Southern border, though, they're going to sue you so they can send down their agents to take it. I mean, my God. Hey, here's a pro tip, by the way. If you're entering the country legally, there's a 0% chance of you getting injured by razor wire. Maybe try that. I'm with Greg Abbott here. I think that Texas has the right to self-defense, and so do the other half of the states in the nation. So much so that they're sending a ton of resources, National Guardsmen, a ton of other aid down to Texas. DeSantis was one of the first to jump in on this.
So all of this is just nonsense what Biden's doing. Texas has every right to stand its ground. In Florida, we've been sending people to help for many years now.
Governor Kevin Stitt of Oklahoma, who's joining me in just a second, also one of the first states to step up their support for Texas. And liberals, they're losing their mind. Funny enough, also, they lose their mind when we ship those same illegals that they want us to let flow through. When we ship them up to their neighborhoods, they freak out. I mean, this shows you how illogical this party is. But when the shoe was on the other foot and Trump was in charge, cities and states defied federal officials by refusing to cooperate with ICE. And the libs, they cheered them on. Now the shoe is on the other foot. And oh my God, could you bow down to the great Joe Biden because he said, shut up. How would you defend your own home? Because zero of these liberal elites are inviting illegals to live in their homes. No, it's not in my backyard. The Dems spit in the face of the Supreme Court every chance they get on everything from gun laws to immigration. The Supreme Court said, hey, Joe Biden, you can't forgive student loans. What happens? Biden goes ahead, does it anyway. Nothing happens. Biden administration, the administrative state, particularly the EPA, they get smacked down by the Supreme Court. What does Biden do? Try it again anyway. Another middle finger to SCOTUS. Same thing with the ATF. Many other agencies, they just do whatever they want. And if the Supreme Court says no, they figure out another way to do it. The left has taken every single chance to defy or call the Supreme Court illegitimate. But when Texas says no, hey, people's lives are at stake, they lose their ever-loving mind. And then we got Mitch McConnell in the Senate, wants to do some secret border deal. Why is anything in the Senate regarding the border a secret? Oh, because he doesn't want us to know. Other Republicans are on board with this. Here are some of their stupid ideas. Legally establish 5,000 illegal aliens entering the country per day as the new norm. No. Provide amnesty for documented dreamer class. No. Give quicker permits to illegal aliens. Hard pass. Expand the already vast network of free benefits like legal service for illegal aliens. Guess what? We're going to pay for that. I got an idea. How about we enforce the laws that we already have, no work visas for illegal immigrants, and stop these people from sending all the money they make domestically out of the country via these cash transfer services. If you stop incentivizing this, they'll stop coming. But if history has taught us anything, and this is the lesson we need to learn good and fast, because good order and discipline is only going to last as long as people have more to lose than gain by revolting. The federal government is pushing Texas and its people to that brink.